yes, did cut my hair. It's a lot different, and I haven't shown my face in a video in a really long time. Hi guys! So, you may be asking yourselves, where are you? And that is a great question because I moved, and if you don't follow my planner videos, then you wouldn't know that I moved, but I did. And I'm very, very excited about it. It is not done, but this is my living room, and I'm currently in my office area. So this is if and when I do face videos, which I'm hoping to get to a lot more. When I get to do those face videos, they will be right here, and this is what will be in the background because I have windows on 3 sides of me now, and I am so happy about it. This video isn't going to be particularly happy joy because I'm just going to be shitting on a bunch of films today. Yay. I asked about this on Twitter and on Instagram. People really seem to like it. The idea, I've seen this done with books. I've seen this idea done a couple of times by other people, but it's not like massively popular because people tend to, when it's a video done kind of negatively, people tend to kind of hate on it. And I'm okay with that, to be honest. The wonderful thing about this world is that we're all entitled to our opinions and, you know, all that nice neat stuff. So this video is going to be about popular movies and TV shows and actors and things like that that I particularly don't like. So let's get this party started, shall we? It is a series of movies that I did not like. It's also based on a book, which I'll get into in just a minute, and that is the Divergent trilogy. Now, when I first read the book, the first time I read the book, I knew there was going to be a movie, but I don't think it had started filming yet. I don't think it had been casted yet, but it got really, really popular when the film rights were announced. My phone just went off. As you guys know, like film adaptations of books that I've read. I'm a massive Harry Potter fan. I'm a massive Hunger Games nut. It is what it is. It's popular, you know, whatever. Now, I know a lot of people loved the Divergent movie. I thought they were terrible. I just feel like the movie did a good job of adapting it. But given the source material, because it was right in the heyday of dystopian fiction, it was riding on the coattails of Hunger Games being super popular. I think it was right around the time that Catching Fire was coming out, if not Mockingjay Part 1. I'm not exactly sure of the timeline, but it was super, super popular when dystopian fiction was around. And I mean, it's still prevalent. But anyway, when I went to go see Divergent, I came out of the theater kind of meh about it. I know a lot of people that loved it, my parents included, because I go to see a lot of movies with my parents. Both loved it because it's set in Chicago. We're originally from Chicago, so it had a lot of, you know, nostalgia factor and everything like that. It was great. There's a lot of issues that I have with Divergent and the series, but the first movie wasn't awful. It had some pacing issues, but it wasn't. Give me 1 second. It's not a good sign when you sit down and a screw falls out of your chair that you put together yourself. When I first walked into this movie, I was excited, but like I learned to, after a while, to walk into a movie adaptation that was a book with a grain of salt. With most film adaptations, there's obviously gonna be some things wrong with it. It is what it is. Obviously it's gonna be like an 8-hour movie if they keep everything from the book in, and that's just not plausible. With Divergent, it was okay. The first movie was okay. Like I said, it had some pacing problems, but it was fine. There were some actors that I felt that were really out of place, namely the namely the casting of Theo James as Four and Shailene Woodley as Triss. As I'm editing this video, I realized I totally forgot one of my main points that I disliked about this movie was that, and this kind of goes along with the actors being out of place, I felt like Kate Winslet was a little bit too much of a well-known person to be in this role. I would have preferred a lesser-known person or like a less recognizable face, because Kate Winslet is so iconic it almost detracted from the role a little bit, just because she is, spoiler alert, so evil. And I don't know, I just would have preferred a lesser known actress in that role. I just don't like Shailene Woodley in serious roles. I'm sorry, like something about, maybe it's her voice, I don't know, maybe it's her body language, I have no idea what it is. Something about her just bothers me. I like her in roles, especially when she was younger. Like I used to watch way back in the day, Secret Life of the American Teenager. Now that's semi-serious role, but she's also like, I don't know, like 16 in that. So it's like, you don't take it that seriously. Also, she was really good in the movie, oh god, what is that movie called? Descendants? The one with George Clooney where his wife dies and like she plays his daughter. I think that's Descendants, maybe. If I'm wrong, let me know. She was really good in that, but she was also playing a really hormonal, moody as teenager, and it's an annoying role, but she did a great job of it. When she's trying to be something believable, and, you know, like you're trying to fight for her like a Katniss-like character, it's just plain annoying. And I don't know, does anyone else agree with me on this, or am I just being picky? Like, I don't know. And then Theo James really bothers me. Every line he has, he sounds so bored. Like, so bored. Even if it's like an action-packed scene, he always acts super bored. I can't think of a 4 line off the top of my head because, frankly, he's kind of an unmemorable character. He's like a Gale wannabe from Hunger Games. That's the thing with Divergent in its entirety, is that I just feel like it was a Hunger Games wannabe all the way through. So, of course, now my battery is starting to flash. Great. Let's get on to some other ones that I didn't like, because I feel like this entire video could be about me shitting on Divergent. Also, the second and third movies, I didn't even make it through Allegiant because it was so bad. It annoyed me. So, I just turned it off halfway through. Anyway, let's get on to other things. So, one of my all-time favorite movies, and this is not going to come as a shock if you really know me, is Silence of the Lambs. Okay, this is going to sound really weird. I love serial killers. That sounds really weird, but I find serial killers incredibly fascinating. So, given that fact, my dad was like, oh, we should watch Silence of the Lambs. I think you would love it. I do. The one issue I have with Silence of the Lambs is Jodie Foster. I know she is like an Oscar winner, Oscar nominated, I don't know, but she just annoys me. Plain and simple. The way she talks, her accent, the way she moves her hands, just something about her just annoys me. And it's the same way with Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie I don't like any of her films that she chooses. I just don't like her roles that she picks. I don't like her face. This sounds so bitchy. God. This is coming into, wow, Sarah's a bitch category. I just don't like Angelina Jolie. She just sounds to me like she doesn't pick roles that are appealing to me. I just don't like her. Her and Brad Pitt just seem like the most unlikable couple. Well, they're divorced now, but they just seem like the most unlikable couple. Granted, I don't know them personally. They could be really sweet, but on the surface, they just seem really annoying. And her on red carpets, Angelina Jolie on red carpets, like, she just seems like a total bitch to me. Like, she just seems like a stone cold bitch. I just don't like her. I know a lot of people love her and she's like Hollywood royalty and all that, but like, she just annoys me. She just annoys me. And, oh god, what other films can I shit on? Oh, not a film, but a really popular show. It's an HBO show, or is it I don't even know. I think it's an HBO show. My parents love it, and it's Shameless. Can't stand it. I I hate it. And I know that show, like I've seen a couple episodes because my parents are obsessed with it. It's just, and I get that this is the point of the show, but every single character in that show is so unlikable, and like you can't relate to any of them. And that's the whole reason why I love TV shows, is that you connect with somebody. Like, you know, okay, for example, this is not a comparison at all because it's just a terrible comparison, but the show Gossip Girl, they're kind of unattainable and like you can't really relate to them, but like at least they're like human in their core and they like do some terrible shit, but like at least you can kind of relate to at least one of them on some kind of level. But Shameless is just like, the show drives me crazy because it's like, how many horrible things can one person do in one episode? It just, I don't know. I also don't like shows that make me think that much. Like, I watch TV for it to be mindless. I don't want to think about the morality of every situation. That's why I like drama-filled things, because it's entertaining as f***, and I don't really have to think about it. That's why I like shows like Friends or Gossip Girl, because they're so mindless, because they spoon feed everything to you. I'm sorry. I think that's an unpopular opinion, and I like sitting in front of the TV and letting my brain turn to mush. I'm sorry. I know that's like what the problem is with America, and like a lot of people that don't like America, that's one of their biggest problems with America, is that we're just lazy and we don't want to think. But like, I'm sorry, that's the reason why I watch TV. I mentioned Friends for a second. I don't think this is an unpopular opinion. But okay, I love Friends, don't get me wrong, but by far my least favorite character is Ross. I don't think that's unpopular though. I'm pretty sure that's like kind of a standard thought for most Friends fans. I can't stand Ross. If he, granted, I was gonna say if he just left the show halfway through the series, I don't think I would care, but honestly, he is like his choices really affect the show, and that's why I hate his character, is that everything revolves around Ross. Everything that the characters do revolves around Ross, and that just drives me a little crazy. It's just like everybody's motivation is about Ross, and it's just like pretty much 90% of Rachel's character is that she's with Ross, and it drives me a little insane. I can't stand Kanye. I don't think that that's an unpopular opinion in the slightest, because the guy's a jerk. Also, he's also married to a Kardashian, so that like just makes him worse. There's that. But I won't get into that, because that's an entirely other video, which I kind of want to do about celebrity culture and my opinions on celebrity culture. Not that like my opinions are all that like groundbreaking, but like I think it would be interesting. Sorry about like the all-overness of this video. I tried to write my thoughts down and it didn't seem natural to me. I just really wanted to talk from the heart about my hatred of certain things. So if you guys like this kind of video, let me know if you guys want me to do it again. And let me know your opinions down below, and let me know what your like least favorite actors. We can just have a shit fest down in the comments. All right. Okay. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.